Hello, Aries, and welcome to Fifi and Gigi's Tarot Readings. Aries, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. So, how can we strengthen this connection? How can we strengthen this relationship moving forward? So, Aries, we're going to be focusing on you and your person. We're going to find out what is it that you need to know on this relationship and how to strengthen it. Now, Aries, there will be an optional extended tarot reading available where we'll be focusing solely on your person and understanding what's blocking your person. How do they truly feel about you? What do they want to say to you? So there's going to be a lot we're going to be covering here and at the extended tarot reading. However, though, Aries, if this reading does resonate with you and you would like to find out more regarding your person, the extended tarot reading will be available down below in the first link in the description box. But like I said, Aries, we're going to cover quite a lot here today. Take what resonates with you and what doesn't, just leave it behind. Aries. Behind the deck, we do have the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and also the Knight of Cups. Again, there is a big emphasis with the Queen of Cups that she must take care of herself before she can take care of others, because the Queen of Cups wants to go towards her ninth cup, which is the card of happiness, the card of true happiness. The Knight of Cups, too, is all about changes and offers. So, yes, there will be definitely change coming through here, coming your way, Aries. Let's first look at the current energies between the both of you. Mm. Seven of Wands here. So the Seven of Wands can show that both of you have very strong personalities, but sometimes, and I will say this too, yes, there are amazing moments, but then there are moments where both of you are standing up for your rights. Both of you are standing up to your opinions. Both of you are standing up for yourselves too. So, yes, sometimes there can be moments where Aries, you win your arguments. There are moments where your person wins arguments too, because both of you have quite strong personalities. Of course, this is victory, not without its consequences too. The consequences can be, for example, when the relationship or you feel very, very tired because of the argument, you're feeling exhausted by explaining yourself, telling yourself or explaining your ideas too. So yes, sometimes even with the Seven of Wands can show where there are differences of opinions too. And someone wants the final word, someone wants the final say. Let's look at you, Aries, your role in this relationship. So you stand your ground, Aries, as the Queen of Swords. But you approach this situation more logical, more analytical. You don't let so much emotions confuse your decision making or feel overwhelmed with decision making. If anything, you kind of like look at the situation more grounded, more with logic. If anything, your head is above the clouds. So there are no indecisions or confusion. No, you see things clearly for what they are here. And that's what the Queen of Swords does. You think things through before you say, before you open your mouth here. Sometimes, and what I'm going to also pick up, that sometimes your person may find that a little bit intimidating because the Queen of Swords doesn't fluff her words. The Queen of Swords removes the BS. The Queen of Swords tells the truth as it is. And sometimes people cannot take that really well. Some people cannot handle when the truth is being told. So, Aries, you bring a lot of truth and logic here. Let's look at your person though. Yeah, your person, the High Priestess. They rely more on their intuition though. And sometimes it almost feels like they know it all too with high priestess. They know what they're saying. You're relying more on your logical side, while this person here is relying more on their intuition too. So again, The High Priestess, they are taking things a little bit more careful, like they approach situations more with more slowly. They rely heavily on their intuition. Their mystery, if there's mystery or secrets, they want the truth too. So this is good too. Sometimes I feel like your person, um, do you feel like sometimes your person's a bit of a mystery? Like you cannot pick up what they're thinking or what they're feeling sometimes. With you, Aries, you are an open book. You will say things how it is. In fact, with your person, sometimes that they don't say everything. They may not tell you everything. They may be feeling, for example, sad or angry, but they're not going to say it. They'll just keep everything close to them. Let's look at now anything hidden influences, emotions, fears, anything that's affecting. No, but we do have the Empress too. So the Empress is the card of creativity. Now is the time to work together, to be creative together. It's about not what you want, what you definitely want. It's about focusing on the wants, focusing on the positive here. How can we influence this relationship? By creating a foundation too. By creating a foundation, you start to bring a more solid relationship. You start to strengthen the relationship, working together, working as a team. What are your contributions, Aries, versus your person's contributions here? So this is good. This is by working together, we can set aside the fears, we can set aside influences that are affecting the relationship. Let's look at what else. What else do you need to know about your person? Yeah. They do want the best for this relationship with the 10 of Pentacles. They want the ultimate dream life. They want that stability, they want that foundation. So they definitely do have good intentions, Aries, which is amazing. Sometimes there may be just disagreements, especially with the Seven of Wands, where there are differences of opinions, difference of ideas too. But overall, your person definitely wants the best for this relationship. They want the ultimate dream life, but they want to build that solid foundation. So obviously they want to build a nest egg for both of you, a home, the dream home, the Hermit. Virgo energy. So what can we expect? What can we expect with the Hermit here? It's very important to learn from the past. It's important to learn what's going on right now. By strengthening, how can we strengthen the relationship? It's by learning. That's the ultimate feedback with the Hermit. It's about sometimes before we act, before we are going to say the next thing, we need to think about, okay, what's been the feedback? What are the positive and negatives? What have been the lessons too? So, to strengthen the relationship, we must also learn from the past. That's what the hermit represents, the old wise sage here. Even sometimes when we are by ourselves, when we literally isolate ourselves and we think about the relationship, that's where we get the answers. Because in any relationship, it's never a straight line, it never is. So, we must understand that when we do have those moments of disagreements, how can we do better when there are differences of opinions? How can we do better than that? That's the lesson here. So, Aries, let's clarify. Let's understand this situation a little bit better. What else do we need to know? Aries, just a reminder that there will be an extended tarot reading available regarding your person, where we'll be looking at how do they truly feel about you? What are they struggling with? And we're going to be finding out what are their expectations too. Anything at all. We're going to cover that in the extended tarot reading. So join me if this has resonated with you. It will be the first link down below in the description box. Okay, let's cut the cards now. Seven of Wands. Yep. This is good. We have the Strength card, Leo energy. So again, Even though there may be differences of opinions and there may be petty fights here and there, the strength card shows that you're going from strength to strength. Both of you are having that courage to tame those negative thoughts, those negative energy. You're learning to tame it too. So this is good. Even though the relationship does have their ups and downs, both of you are going from strength to strength. If we look at you, Aries, represented as the Queen of Swords, look at this. So the Queen of Cups has come out twice here and also behind the deck here. Very important that you take care of yourself, Aries. Take care of yourself before you can take care of others. There's something going on in your mind because we can see lightning and you're looking towards the future. So there may be fears of the future, fears of what this relationship can look like, how things are going to be working out. We just need to slow down and be more present now. Be present in this moment. Take care of yourself. It's also about setting boundaries. It's about setting values too, not compromising your values. Because once you take care of yourself, that's when you can take care of others too. So, very important too. Now, again, you may be receiving very good advice or information from someone that's even older than you. Think about like a mother figure, someone that's very highly regarded, very important. This person may even give you some advice too in regards to strengthening the relationship. If we look at your person too, they're a bit of a mystery. This is good. The Six of Swords. So moving away from turbulent times and, of course, into calmer waters. But what is it though? Because with the High Priestess, I feel like there's a lot they're not telling you. I'm not really the type to express themselves. I want to find out more. Okay, so they're moving away from the Nine of Wands. So again, they're literally one card away from a burnout, but they're moving away from that, this tiredness. So not being present, they're moving away from that and into calmer water. So sometimes they may not tell you, Aries, that they are exhausted, that they have their walls up sometimes. I feel like, again, sometimes when things do go wrong, I feel like your person just puts their guard up. You know, they keep you at an arm's length. They don't tell you everything. They don't tell you how they truly feel. They're moving away from that, which is excellent. Very good. The Empress. Let's look at the Empress. So, how can we influence? Beautiful. I said before, by influencing, we need to be more creative now. Now, the creativity comes through our learnings with the Page of Pentacles. Some of you may have children. So, what does this have to do with it? Our children sometimes bring the family together. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does. So, being more included with the family, the children here. Most of all, too, with the Page of Pentacles, it's also about learning, doing things differently. How can we be more creative and doing things a little bit more differently? I'm getting, especially when there are arguments. And when there are arguments, we need to approach it differently now. Both of us, Aries, you and your person, and not let also outside influences too. So I'm getting also extended family sometimes can influence this relationship and cause trouble. So we need to understand who is the grown up here? Who is in charge of what now? Because at the moment, Aries, the big message for you is to take care of yourself by setting boundaries and values, not compromising that. Your person too, they need to be a little bit open to you because I feel like they hold back. They don't tell you everything that they feel. That needs to stop. So now we have our answers, how we can do better here. I'm learning from this. Your person has the Ten of Pentacles, also with the Page of Wands. Again, your person does have really good intentions. They just need to tell you more. They need to be a little bit open. So I feel that they don't tell you everything. So perhaps we need to ask the right questions. Something like, what do you want out of this relationship? Are you happy? What would make this relationship even better? Just stuff like that. Because again, Page of Wands, we have another page here. I feel like there needs to be better communication between the both of you, Aries. Again, there may be children involved in this relationship. The Hermit, look at this. We started with the Seven of Wands. We also end with the Seven of Wands. Again, I feel both of you have very fiery energy. Both of you Don't hold back when it comes to your opinions and your ideas. And both of you do stand up for each other, absolutely, when you're being challenged. So, Aries, if your person challenges you, you will stand up to your person. If you challenge your person, you will also stand up, that they will also stand up and stand up for themselves. So, the Hermit is really suggesting we need to stop this. We need to approach things differently. What else? Yeah, see? Because it's causing rejection. It's causing a lot of disharmony. It's causing moments where you're not even talking to each other, feeling rejected, feeling really hurt. We need to change how we do things. We need to change how we talk to each other. Again, notice that we have another page. There is imbalance of communication here because the Page of Cups, again, Page of Cups is all messages when it comes to love. We need to change how we talk about love because again, messages, that needs to change. So Aries, we need to change how we talk, how we communicate, vice versa too. So does your person, because the way you are doing things, it's not really working. So by changing the way we approach things, the way we communicate, the way we speak, the way we take our actions, can definitely strengthen the relationship. Because again, look, your person has great intentions. They want to be with you, Aries. They want to build a beautiful, strong foundation in this relationship. But again, sometimes we may feel rejected. We may feel very hurt the way words are exchanged. Because trust me, words definitely have power, the way we communicate certain things. However, though, Aries, I'm now going to be moving on to your person and finding out more and understanding your person from their point of view, their perspective. So, if this has resonated, do join me in the extended tarot reading. Overall, this is still a good reading because the tarot has given you what needs to change in order to strengthen this relationship. It all comes down with communication. Thank you, Aries. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget, Fifi will also do the bonus tarot reading for all signs this Saturday, so don't forget to also tune in for that. Power to you, Aries. See you at the next reading.